In the Yoruba village of Oka, life was vibrant and steeped in tradition. Every morning, the marketplace would come alive with the chatter of traders, the clang of cowries, and the songs of women weaving cloth or pounding yam. But amidst the harmony of the village was a young girl named Adoni, whose beauty and intelligence were overshadowed by her disobedient nature. Adoni was raised by her widowed father, Adibeo, a man respected for his wisdom and adherence to the ways of their ancestors. He often tried to guide his daughter with advice passed down through generations. Adoni, he would say, his voice calm but firm, our ancestors built this village on the foundation of respect and tradition. It is not weakness to listen but wisdom. But Adoni, headstrong and curious, always shrugged him off. Father, times have changed. We cannot live in the shadows of the past. Her defiance worried Adibeo, but he held on to hope that one day she would understand the wisdom in his words. One fateful day, Eo, the neighbor's son, came calling. Eo was charming and adventurous, with a knack for convincing others to follow his lead. He often boasted about his daring exploits, and Adoni found his stories irresistible. Adoni, Eo said, his eyes gleaming with mischief, come with me to Igbo Orogon. They say the forest is cursed, but I've been there, and nothing happened to me. Adoni hesitated. Everyone in Oka knew the forest was forbidden, a sacred place guarded by ancestral spirits. The oracle had warned that those who disrespected the forest would face dire consequences. My father says the forest is dangerous, she replied. Eo laughed. Your father is afraid of old stories. Are you like him, afraid of shadows? Adoni's pride flared. I am not afraid of anything, she declared. Let's go. Ignoring her father's warnings, Adoni followed Eo into the forest. The air grew colder as they ventured deeper, the towering Iroko trees blocking out the sunlight. Strange bird calls echoed through the dense undergrowth, and the ground was soft with layers of fallen leaves. At the heart of the forest stood a massive tree with carvings that seemed to pulse faintly. Eo dared Adoni to touch it. It's just a tree, he said, grinning. Adoni reached out, her fingers brushing the rough bark. Suddenly, the ground trembled, and a low rumble filled the air. The carvings on the tree glowed brighter, and a chilling wind swept through the forest. A deep, booming voice thundered, "Who dares disturb my rest?" From the tree emerged a towering spirit, its translucent form shimmering with fiery eyes that pierced through the darkness. Adoni screamed and stumbled back. Eo, frozen with fear, finally turned and ran, leaving her alone with the enraged spirit. You have defied the sacred laws, the spirit roared. For your arrogance, your village shall suffer. When Adoni returned to Oka, chaos had descended. The crops had withered, the river had turned murky, and a dark cloud hung over the village. Villagers whispered in fear, blaming the young girl for their misfortune. Racked with guilt, Adoni went to her father, tears streaming down her face. Father, I was wrong. I didn't listen, and now the village is cursed because of me. Adibeo sighed deeply but did not scold her. The damage is done, my child. But there is a way to make amends. Go to Olajimok, the elder. She will guide you. Olajimok was known for her spiritual wisdom and connection to the ancestors. In her hut, surrounded by charms and herbs, she listened to Adoni's story. You have angered the spirit of Ogun, Olajimok said. To appease him, you must undertake a dangerous journey to the sacred shrine. Only there can you offer penance. Adoni nodded, determination replacing her fear. The journey was fraught with challenges. First, she had to cross a river guarded by crocodiles. With trembling hands, she used a makeshift raft to navigate the treacherous waters. Next, she braved the dark cave filled with bats, their shrill cries echoing in the pitch blackness. Each trial tested her courage and resilience, but Adoni pressed on, driven by the desire to save her village. Finally, she reached the sacred shrine, a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. Kneeling before the intricately carved altar, she offered a god of palm wine, kola nuts, and heartfelt prayers. "O Great Spirit," she pleaded, "forgive my arrogance. I have learned my lesson. I will honor the ways of my ancestors from this day forward." The spirit appeared once more, its fiery eyes now calm. "You have shown humility and courage," it said. "Return to your village, and let this be a lesson to all." When Adoni returned to Oka, the crops began to bloom, the river cleared, and the dark cloud lifted. The villagers rejoiced, and Adibeo embraced his daughter tightly. "Father," Adoni said, tears in her eyes, "I finally understand. The wisdom of our ancestors is a gift, not a burden." From that day on, Adoni became a symbol of respect and tradition in Oka, teaching others the lessons she had learned through her trials. The village thrived once more, bound together by their shared respect for the past and their hope for the future.